I first noticed something wasn't really right when he started calling me Alice. Because that was Mum's name. And he'd get really confused and he'd think that I was her. And at first it progressed really slowly, and then sort of 6 months ago he started seeing these faces everywhere of people who weren't really there. And I'd say, Dad, just talk to them. Because I didn't want him to be scared. Anyway, one day, I was in the kitchen and I was making him breakfast, and I saw him stood in the hallway and he was in floods of tears, and it turns out that this one particular hallucination was a woman and her name was Emily. And to my surprise, he'd listened to my advice and spoken to her. And it turns out they had a lot in common. And every day for a couple of months he'd go upstairs for this nap, and he'd come down and God, he was just glowing. He was really bursting with energy, and I'd think, fuck, I really needed that nap. So I saw him stood in the hallway in tears, and he kept saying, "I'm so sorry, Alice. I'm so sorry," because he thinks that I'm Mum. And he said, "I've fallen in love with another woman," which I thought was a joke. But when he kept going on and on about how he knew that she wasn't real, but his love was. And I had to see it. So one day, during one of these naps, I went up to his room and I looked through the crack in the door, and there he was, talking to Emily. And he didn't look old. And he didn't look sick. He just looked really happy. And I was jealous. I was jealous because he'd never looked that happy when he was looking at me or at my mum. And the next day I went to his doctor and I just blurted out the whole story, and he gave me these antipsychotic pills. And about a week later I went up into the room and he was just sat on the edge of the bed. And he said, "Emily's gone." And he wouldn't leave the room because he was scared that he would miss her. And he knew. He knew that I'd changed his medication. He knew that I got rid of her.